I've recently been getting a lot of questions about investing, how to start, which apps to use, what to buy, and how to cost average into a position. Don't take it from me, I pulled a page out of Warren Buffett's investment playbook, which is a great starting point for anybody, and tends to outperform most hedge funds in the stock market. So, if you have a few extra dollars you want to start investing in the stock market but don't know where to begin, and you're tired of searching through countless videos with a bunch of overwhelming information, then this is a video for you. The goal is to get you up and running in 15 minutes using Warren Buffett's safest long-term stock strategy. This is the easiest and simplest way to invest without any headaches. His strategy will work during any market condition over time and is stress-free. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced investor, I believe there is something for everyone in this video, so make sure to watch until the end. In the first part of the video, I will go over the easiest app to get started. Secondly, I will go over Warren Buffett's strategy and how to invest based on his advice. In the third and last part of the video, I will show you how to automate your investments. I know this sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not that complicated, and you don't have to automate your investments until you feel comfortable enough to do so. No account minimum is required, and you can start investing with as little as $1 for financial independence. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified for my latest videos. If you want to get 2 free stocks, try Webull. Get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more. To get the most up-to-date high-growth stock news, my latest buy and sell alerts, and smart money market sentiment, check out my Patreon. It comes with private Discord and a full range of server benefits. All the links will be below under the description of this video. Let's get right into it with no fluff. The first thing you need to do is open up an account with Robinhood. I've used about 6 different investing apps, and Robinhood is still the easiest, best, well-rounded app to use for now. If you don't have Robinhood already, I will leave a link in the description of this video. The account process is easy. Just make sure to link your bank account and you'll have an investing account up and running in about 10 minutes. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the investing strategy. How many of you have read, heard, or watched a video from Warren Buffett giving financial advice and wonder, cool story bro, how do you do that? Let's take a look at this video from Warren Buffett giving financial advice, and then I will break down the main points to show you how to execute his lifelong investing advice for financial freedom.
I think it's the same thing that makes most sense practically all of the time, and that is to consistently buy an S&P 500 low-cost index fund. Keep buying it through thick and thin, and especially through thin, because the temptation gets, when you see bad headlines in newspapers, maybe to say, well, maybe I should skip a year or something. Just keep buying it. American business is going to do fine over time. So you know the investment universe is going to do very well. The Dow Jones Industrial Average went from 66 to 11,497 in 1 century, and then since that century has ended, it's more or less doubled again. American business is going to do well. The trick is not to pick the right company; it's to be, because most people aren't equipped to do that, and plenty of times I make mistakes on that. The trick is to essentially buy all the big companies through the S&P 500.
Let's break this down and start investing today. The very first thing he says is to buy a broad index fund like the S&P 500. I did the homework. The stock we're going to look at is VOO. This is Vanguard's S&P 500 index fund, which is the exact type of index fund Warren Buffett is talking about. Also note, this stock pays you dividends, which means that this stock pays you a percentage each quarter for owning the stock, in which you can automatically set to reinvest and buy more of that same stock. It's a beautiful thing. Then he emphasizes to buy this stock consistently through thick and thin. So how do you do that? It's not explained or easily laid out on how to actually execute this through thick and thin. So, based on my experience, through the highs and lows, I've tested so many strategies, and I have found a way to cost average into positions that works best for me. The easiest way to express this advice is to break down how much money you can save per year. Once you have that figure, you'll set aside an amount you can invest and not touch, which is based on what you can save per year. For example, let's just say you can save $10,000 per year. Out of that $10,000, you can invest and store away half of it. That brings you to $5,000 of investing capital per year. Now that you have this figure, you can either divide that by 12, which represents 12 months in a year, or 52, which represents 52 weeks per year. Let's say you pick 12. You don't want to be consistently investing every week because that's too much work. You maybe just want to invest once a month casually. So let's take $5,000, divide that by 12, that gives us $416.66. I'm going to round this off to $417. Now you have everything you need. Based on these figures, you would invest $417 into VOO every month. As your yearly income changes higher or lower, you can adjust these variables at your convenience. The same process applies if you would like to invest weekly. You would divide $5,000 by 52 and you get $96.15. Let's round that off to 96. That's $96 per week. Now let's go over the app and show you how to do it. We're here at the home screen. We're going to the bottom of the app and click on the search loop here. Once you click on it, it will bring you to this browsing page. Click into the search toolbar at the top where it says search companies and type in VOO. It's the first one. So we're going to select Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, which now brings you to their stock page, which displays stock price and other stats. Now click on the green trade button on the bottom right hand corner. We'll select the buy button. And this is going to give us a few options. You can either purchase VOO by the share or by the dollar amount. Let's say you only want to invest $1, but the short cost is too expensive. What you want to do is click on the top right button where it says shares. Under market order, you have two options, buy in dollars or buy in shares. We are clicking on buy in dollars. Below are conditional orders, which are more advanced, but I won't be going over those in this video. Using the buy in dollars under market order, you can literally buy a fraction of a share for as little as $1. Therefore, having the option to own fractional shares limits any excuse for not investing. Anyone can do it. Lastly, we're going to click on review, swipe up to submit, and we're done. You have officially started investing for long-term success according to the big man himself, Mr. Warren Buffett. Now let's set up your dividend reinvestment plan. We want to tell the app every time VOO pays you dividends that you want to reinvest it back into buying more shares of VOO. Once you set up this feature, these parameters will be automated so you don't have to worry about it. Let's go to the home page. Click on the account icon in the bottom right corner of your screen. It looks like a person. We're going to click on investing. You want to scroll down and click on where it says edit dividend reinvestment. On the next page, slide the slider to the right so the button shows green. Then from the list below, click on VOO. Done and done. Now your dividends will be automatically invested back into VOO. The last thing I want to show you in this video is how to automate your purchases on a schedule. But before we do that, let's go over some figures to see what you can expect out of this investment strategy. Based on this example of investing $5,000 yearly, this investment calculator will calculate previous market performance and give you an idea of what to expect based off historical data. I will leave a link under the description of this video for the calculator for you to test your own figures and reference at any time. I input some metrics here, investing $417 a month, ranging between 1990 and 2020, that's 30 years. This scenario shows us that after reinvesting the dividends, you end up with a final portfolio value of $716,665. Not too shabby, not bad at all. These are based on their standard metrics. I did not adjust any of their annualized returns. Feel free to play around with the calculator to test your own financial strategy. Now for the third and last part of the video, how to automate your investments. Let's go back to your VOO position. Scroll down and click where it says set up VOO recurring. Now click on how often you want to make this investment. For this example, I went with the weekly cadence. Here, it brings you to the payment method page where you can choose to pull from your own buying power or to pull from your connected bank account. I went with my bank account. Click continue at the bottom of the page. This will bring you to the field where you'll need to enter how much you would like to invest. In this example, I went with $1 to be invested from my bank account on a weekly basis, which will start tomorrow. Swipe up to finalize the transaction. And there you have it. It's all done. It's now automated. Now you can invest like Warren Buffett automatically without losing any sleep or worrying about market conditions. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video to help your friends and family get started with investing.